We live. Welcome everybody to another episode of Cooking It with Ayyde. We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. Your taste buds will thank you. It is an absolute honor to have a one of the biggest pioneers for Latinos in hip hop, the one and only Fat Joe. Fat Joe!
Yo, Ayydé, what's up? Yo, Ayydé. First of all, I want to say we love you, and this is the first time I'll be cooking something other than toast in my life. And I'm actually excited about this.
We're going to be making empanadas. Like, it's going to be super easy, I promise you. And look, all I want to know is don't go off after this trying to start your own cooking show, stepping in my lane, because you already got Jopra. Yeah. I do this for myself here.
I never said a cooking show's off limits. I just said I couldn't cook.
I love it.
Chase a check.
You're going to learn. Trust me, this is super, super easy. You recently tweeted about the importance about us learning about our culture and where our families come from, so then we can show that and pass that on to our children. What does Latino mean? What does being Latino mean to you?
Wow, that's a big question. Like, so when you ask that question, that's almost like the world's giant octopus. So it's like, so we got Mexicans and we got Guatemala and Panamanians, and Salvadorians and Boricuas and Colombians and Cubans and I mean Dominicans. Like, it's just so much. But being Latino it's a prideful thing.
Yes.
Where we have a huge pride in being Latino, family life. You know, obviously, food is very important to us.
Exactly.
And so Hispanic Heritage Month, there's no better way than to do it with cooking with Ayyde.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And you know that you said, of course, our family, our music, our food is a major, major part of our culture and who we are. And this is why I'm really excited about making empanadas, because throughout Latin American countries, empanadas are in almost everybody's cuisine and everybody has their own way of making it. I personally think that there's so many different ways and varieties that you can't really go wrong. I have yet to be disappointed by empanadas. Today, we're going to be making them out of ground turkey. Did you get turkey too?
I got that turkey. Hold on. Before I touch the stuff,
I see the plastic. Got the turkey.
I gotta throw my uniform on.
You over here outshining me. You got an apron.
My man Kickin, my Mexicana Connect plugged me in with the he said, yo, patron, you gotta have the apron. And I said, okay, I'm getting busy. I'm excited about this.
I'm super excited too. I promise you this is going to be really easy. So we also have red bell peppers. You have your red bell peppers?
Yes, I do. Chopped up beautifully.
Mushrooms.
I have red bell peppers, green and yellow.
I love it. I got
mushroom. Now the mushrooms looking good.
Okay, looking delicious.
We got some tomato.
Tomates, got them.
We got some garlic, a little bit
garlic.
And then we got cebolla, which is the onions.
I got so much cebolla, and of course.
And then this one I had to go into the culture. Only the Spanish supermarkets sell this one. These are the tapas. These are the tapas for the empanadas. We're going to get started. The first thing that you want to start doing is you have your skillet ready to cook up your veggies? I do. This is Patricia. Saluda a la gente, Patricia.
Saluda a la gente. Hola. Buenas tardes.
Yeah. This is my assistant Pati. It's going down.
She's
okay?
a sous chef.
Now we got the skillets over here. Do we got to move the whole camera and everything?
Yeah, move the whole camera so then I could see you.
So you got to set it up over there now, guys.
We're moving.
All right, come on. It's over here. So which one is what's a skillet? What's a pan? I don't know nothing.
Okay, let me see which one you have. Get the one that you're gonna use for your veggies, whatever you use for your veggies. You can use the big one too, because either we could take it out, we could use the same one, take it out, and then make the meat on there. That's how I like to do it to keep that flavor. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, which one I gotta put the vegetables? Los vegetales donde? Aquí o aquí? Aquí. All right.
Listo? Okay, so warm up your pot. You're gonna add a little bit of oil, un poquito de aceite.
Está calentado, calentado, calientito, baby.
Está calientito. Joe, your Spanish is getting good.
No, por supuesto, soy latino, ya tú sabes.
Tienes,
All right, so I got a little oil. Eso aceite. We got a little oil on there already.
Okay, you got the little oil ready?
Not a lot, right?
Is it warm already? Is it ready?
Yeah, it's warm.
Okay, if you feel like it's warm, you can start off with a little bit of the onions. You're gonna use about half of the onion.
Yo, Patricia, no. She been pointing at them onions the whole time, like, yo. All right, I'm gonna throw little onions in here. Woo!
Okay.
You hear that?
I hear it. That's
I'm gonna have to taste. Listen, I don't recommend tasting my own empanadas, but I might taste it myself.
Why? You don't know. I promise you, you're going to be so impressed with yourself after this. My girl, Julissa Calderon, who's actually Dominican, before I used to bake them because I was trying to be healthy. And then she's like, nah, you got to fry them. And I cooked with her. And ever since then, she changed my world, man. Wow. So you got the ajo. Okay, you can throw in the bell peppers. Throw in your bell peppers.
The bell peppers? All right, red? Or could I put them different colors?
Throw them in there, all of them.
All right, I got some yellow, I got some green. You know, just getting the vibe going, you know?
Parece como una bandera.
Getting the vibe going. El sartén está calientico.
Está calientico. We're gonna let those kind of like move around for a little bit.
Oh, I'm doing it. It smells so good though.
Did you get peas?
Huh?
Did you get peas?
I did not get peas.
It's okay. You're good.
Hold on. We got peas. Oh, Ayyde. Yeah, we got peas. Ayyde.
Okay.
Oh, I love peas. So put
Peas
the peas in there.
Throw them in there.
Pass the peas like we used to say. Pass the peas like we used to say. Woo!
So we're gonna let
these. Smelling like, if I only made this, I would eat it. I'm telling you.
If you wanted to go without using the turkey, you could definitely do a veggie empanada. But I'm a carnivore and I like meat, so I'm gonna.
So far, we healthy. Before we start the frying.
You. Speaking of health, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying.
What helped you make that big health change, Joe?
Huh?
What helped you make a big health change?
Well, what happened was, a lot of my friends started passing away. Unfortunately, in the Black and brown community, we eat real unhealthy. And guys was 28, 30 years old, dying of heart attacks and all that. So I had to get in that gym, eat right. We shouldn't be talking so much about health right now because we are frying some shit.
Right, we were talking about that's what I'm saying. I told you I was trying to be healthy and bake the empanadas, and then I was like, nah, I want to go back to my.
I bought the baking one. And
I was
like, yo, that's not the one. So I had to go back out and get the other one. She was like, we need, Patricia's like the original Fat Joe. She eat it all. She don't want healthy nothing. She like, yo, whenever I get something that she'll take that down. She's like, nah, I'm good.
You can throw in your mushrooms in there now.
Beautiful. I like these mushrooms. These mushrooms look good.
Speaking of the Black and brown community, Joe, I saw this post that you put up on Instagram right here with this picture of the Bronx and young kids. Sorry, it's in black and white. I don't have a color printer. But I thought that this was really important. You said, this is my home where I grew up. South Bronx. We had no parks, just pissy mattresses we used as trampolines. It was almost impossible to dream or become inspired by it. This is my story as well as millions of others. I remember being 12 years old, telling my friend Louie, I will get rich or die trying. Thank God he blessed me and the world with a natural resource that came from oppressed people called hip hop. and you kept going about wanting to live better lives. And Joe, I just looked at that and I was like, that's what I'm talking about, because you've been in the game for so long, right? And you grew up with hip hop. And when it comes to hip hop, I really think that Latinos are often left out of that for whatever reason. And I think that for the longest, hip hop has represented both the Black and brown communities, because we come.
Hip hop was birthed by Latinos and Black people. So in the South Bronx, where I'm from, Puerto Ricans and Blacks started hip hop. Then there wasn't really like prominent like rappers, so we had DJs like Charlie Chase. We had the Rocksteady crew with Crazy Legs, the break dancers. These are all elements of hip hop. And then as rappers, we had Tito from the Fearless Four. So we've always been embedded, and it's always been our culture, Latino and Black culture. And then it expands to everybody that loves hip hop, whether you Asian, white, whatever. Everybody who loves hip hop. Hip hop is almost like a sub-religion.
It really is.
Like you get as offended as a Latina as anybody else if somebody disrespect hip hop.
Like, how dare you? How dare you? Do you remember the first time, or how old you were when hip hop first resonated with you?
Man, I was about 4 or 5 years old. My brother, I was about 4 or 5 years old. When I was about 8, 9 years old, my brother used to go to the jams and the block party, the Zulu Nation jams and block parties.
Ooh.
And he would bring me back cassette tapes of the parties because I was too young. And I would study the cassettes, and as well as my back in the days, there was no Serato, Pro Tools, nothing. Mm-hmm. These DJs would carry 20, 30 crates of records, vinyl. So my brother used to carry Grandmaster Flash's crates.
Wow.
Back in the days.
Wow.
So I was born in the Mecca, the ground zero of hip hop. No question.
Legit, that part. You spoke about some Latinos in hip hop, some of the greats. Who inspired you the most?
Well, they all inspired me in their own way, but Cypress Hills, they did it big like I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to be just I want to be a superstar. You know what I mean? So Cypress Hills, they superstars, they rock stars. They've been doing stadiums since forever. So those are really, I'm going to be honest with you. They the Latinos I look up to. Be Real with Sendog and them. They the ones.
They started the way early on. We're going to continue to talk about that. I just want to make sure, are your veggies cooked? Are they good?
My veggies might be overcooking at this point.
Nah, I think they're good. Trust me, I think they're good. You can add, do you have a little bit of your garlic salt?
Yeah. Is there such thing called...
Put a little bit of that in there. Just a tiny bit.
Overcook your veggies?
Nah, you're good. Are they crispy?
Is there such thing called veggie frito?
Veggie frito. Super frito. And... of course, we
can. The Rich player, he's watching, my brother. He said, "This is super dope."
I love it. Yo, I'm telling you, after this, you're gonna become a professional. You're gonna be cooking. You're gonna be in the kitchen.
Oh my God!
All the time. Your daughter was saying that you never cooked, Joe.
Right here, little garden. Boom.
And speaking of Latinos and hip hop, if you're done with that, you can put that to the side. Put that to the side, and then you want to get your skillet that you're going to use to cook.
Also, I should take it off the heat now and put it on the side?
Yeah, take it off the heat. And now you want to get the one that you're going to use to cook the meat on.
Another skillet, it ain't this. This is it. No otro más necesito a poner la carne.
If you want, you could take that. If you want, you could take the vegetables out of that one and use that same one.
Oh, so dame un plato plático y yo uso el mismo sartén.
Joe,
Ayyde, huh? Joe knows Spanish, huh? They be lying.
Good Spanish too.
I don't know. I know.
Joe, we can't talk about obviously the paving of Latinos in hip hop without giving you your flowers. And you early on were someone that came on and brought this light to Latinos in hip hop. And we can't continue to talk about that without the way that you paved the way for Big Pun to come into hip hop. Do you remember the very first day that you ever met Pun?
Oh man, Pun, I met him outside a bodega in the Bronx, and it was these guys rapping, him and these guys, and then he started rapping and it blew my mind. I threw him in my car right the second he said one rap. I threw him right in my car, and I was like, yo, I'm signing you. Come to the studio with me. And he told me all about his life. The first second I met him, in 10 minutes, Pun told me, you know, how he grew up hard, you know, tough. Just, you know, he just confided in me really, 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 really fast. And, you know, when you're growing up in the hood, you know, it's more of like a machismo thing that you don't let people know your business and all that. But for some reason, he really trusted me. And he said, this is going to be my big brother, and I'm going to tell him everything about me, and the rest is history.
What was so special about Pun that you saw very
Pun was
early?
better than everybody. That's what was special. So Big Pun is a freak of nature.
Yes.
Big Pun is like an Eminem, like a Jay-Z, like a freak of nature. Like these people were born for that. Like, you know, that's their specialty. You know,
it really is.
And he was better than everybody.
And forever. And he opened up and being the first Latino to go platinum, like
double platinum.
Absolutely crazy. Do you remember the day that he was nominated for a Grammy and going to the Grammys?
Well, we went to the Grammys in LA. He had the finger waves. What we got? Garlic now?
Let's throw onion, more onions.
Okay. So we went to LA. We rented the big mansion. We rented the big mansion. He had the hairstylist come and do his hair like Mac Dre and them with the finger waves. And we had these, it's an infamous picture of it where we look like superheroes. Two Latino super kingpins or something. And when we walked in there, Ricky Martin was singing, Living La Vida Loca, like he was doing all that. And we were looking around, there was nothing but celebrities. We never been to nothing like that. And then we found out from the Grammy people that we had lost the Grammy earlier. It was before camera.
Yes.
And he turned around, he said, he got so mad, he said, yo, let's go, fuck these people. So I said, yo, Pun. He was like, fuck them, we out of here. I said, yo, Pun, Smokey Robinson, that's Kirk Franklin, that's, what do you, this Ricky, let's go.
He's like, I'm not with it.
I waited my whole life to go to something like that, and we walked right out.
He's like, I'm good. If I didn't get the Grammy, I'm out. I'm not going to stay here.
Huh? No, he's
like,
out.
I didn't get the Grammy. What am I here
I didn't
for?
want to leave. Well, I had to leave.
You had to bounce.
Yeah,
what was the
my brother, I had to keep it real with him.
What was the most inspirational thing about Pun to you? What inspired you the most?
Well, the pride I knew Pun was better than me, even though I was representing the Latinos. How much I put in? The whole thing?
All of it. Throw it all in there.
Okay.
You're gonna.
So even though, okay, I was out before him, and I put him on. I knew he was better than me. I knew he was like our Bob Marley, you know, like that. And so I said, yo, I'm gonna put him on, and I'm gonna do it for the people. And I knew the pride of Latinos was out of control because we finally had a guy that was like that guy, you know?
Yeah. Do you? It's without
Yeah, Ayyde, they don't ever hear me talk Spanish like that.
¿Tienes pimienta? Do you have your black pepper?
The what?
Black pepper?
Black pepper, of course. So
throw some black pepper in there. A little bit of cayenne red pepper if you have pepper. And you got your garlic, right?
Yeah, I did the garlic. You want more garlic?
Oh, you put the garlic in there already?
Yeah, I put the garlic in. I'm
Okay,
fast.
good. You're good. You're ahead of me. You're just gonna move that around.
You know, you see me with my hat and everything. I'm looking like a Latino Benihana guy.
Our very own. This is what we're doing in here. Look at this. Yo, I was just talking about.
What's the guy that does us at Benihana? He's Spanish anyway, right? What's his name?
Hey, who, the chef at Benihana's?
No, there's a chef that we always ask for when we go to Benihana because it's my daughter's favorite restaurant. We go to any fancy place. She don't like nothing more than she likes Benihana.
Benihana's is cracking.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing those stories about Pan. You know, forever he's always going to be remembered, missed, and loved, but for real, and always respected.
And
because
let me tell you something about the West Coast. Pun
What's
would
that?
eventually move to the West Coast. Pun loved the West Coast. He was like a fake Mexican. He thought he was from over there. He would tell me whenever we was over there, he was like, yo, twin, I'm going to move out of here. This is it. Wow. Pun.
What did he love? What did he love so much about the West Coast? Would he tell you?
I don't know. I think he was just so infatuated with Mexican culture and West Coast culture. Like I said, when we went to the Grammys, you never seen a New York guy with finger waves. He did the Bay Area's finger waves. Like, this guy, you know, he loved it out there.
I think that's what's beautiful about hip hop, you know, like everybody from the East to the West Coast, everywhere, like from down South, everywhere. Like, we're all just intermixed. Like, everybody grabs a little bit of each other. Like, even if people don't want to admit it, like, that's the truth. And that's what makes it beautiful because it brings us all together. Like, that's just.
And at the time, you got to understand, at the time, you know, Latinos, if they were in the South or they weren't really like out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they was behind the scenes or whatever. You know, when Pum was rocking, there was places, when I was rocking, there was places in the South, Alabama, stuff like that. They didn't even know what a Latino was.
Wow.
So when we had a song like Boricua Morena,
Boricua Morena, Dominicana.
and they didn't want to play it in like Chattanooga. They was like, who the hell's a Boricua? Who's a, you know? So we had to break a lot of barriers.
You
And
guys
we knew we was going to be the ones to break the barriers, you know, for Latinos commercially. Now it's crazy because you could go anywhere in the United States and it's the blackest station is playing reggaeton at 12 noon.
Yes.
So, you know, it's a different time now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how good is your chopped meat, but mine's is looking good.
Oh, mine is phenomenal. Does it look like it's getting pretty cooked? Are you even out already?
No, it's cooked. It's cooked. It's
Cooked? You can throw your tomates. You got your tomatoes?
I got tomatoes.
You can throw your tomatoes in there now. That's gonna make it juicy.
Tú sabes, ahora adelante yo voy a cocinar. Okay.
Ahora va a ser el chef de la casa.
At least I can make this. So far, I can't believe I'm making this.
You are gonna be so impressed with yourself that you're gonna be like, I can't believe I've never done this before.
I think I'm different though because I'm so how can you say obsessive or like me. After this first time, the next time I came here, we had mozzarella cheese in the air, all type of wild shit that don't belong in there. You know, like I'll turn it into something crazy.
Like, you could really make them with however you want. Like, you could do anything out of these empanadas. Last time, you know what I did? I was craving something sweet, and I had some leftover tapas for empanadas. So I cut up some duraznos, some peaches, and I added a little bit of brown sugar, and I just seared them a little bit, and I put them and I made empanadas out of it.
Let me tell you, there's a restaurant in New York, in the Bronx. I don't think it's there no more, but it was called Empanadas. So it's a young kid, and when I tell you this guy made red velvet empanadas,
I think I seen that on a show once, on like some cooking show.
crazy. It's called Empanadas. I don't know who the chef is, but man, he made every kind of empanada you could think of.
Oh, empanadas are so delicious. I went to Colombia, and in Colombia they had these ones filled with potatoes and just a little bit of beef. Oh my God, they were so delicious. And now I like to make potato empanadas too. They're so good.
Man, why you laughing, ass? Because Azzy stays on the cooking channel.
Does
and
she?
She must have seen any recipe you ever thought of in your life done. So I
Does
asked
she
her one
cook?
day, when are you going to be able to cook like them? She was like, oh no, I'll just be looking at it to look at it.
Like, what's the point? That I bet she could cook if she tried, if she's seen them.
She could cook, she cooks and she bakes cakes and stuff like that. She could cook, she bakes cakes.
Well, after this, you're gonna teach her how to make these empanadas. You're gonna be.
Oh, she's watching. She's here.
If your meat is ready and like your tomatoes are a little bit cooked, we can mix the veggies that we had already cooked in with the meat. I'm dropping
That's
veggies.
going to be that's the El Clasico Papa. That's going right there.
How's it looking?
Sheesh.
We cooked them there?
Grandma, you going to try one of my empanadas? Okay. Everybody's going to be a crash dummy today. Everybody's going to taste Joe's first cooked meal ever, an empanada.
Okay, so if you could turn that all down now, if it's all cooked and you just want to mix it all in there.
No, I got it all in here.
Good, so the flavors could just marry one another. Sometimes I even put a little huevito in there, but I'm not going to do that today because it's just a lot.
A little what?
A huevito.
A little
An egg.
huevito in the plate.
An egg.
Sunny side. Oh, mamita.
You do like a boiled?
No.
My boyfriend's Argentinian and they put egg in there.
Said, that's not Mexicano for real. She's not throwing no huevito in here.
A huevito.
We staying straight Chihuahua.
All right.
We staying Chihuahua, Chihuahua. This is Juarez. This is Jimenez. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
now,
real deal.
You have to go to a place. We're gonna have to move you now. If you're all of that is ready, you're gonna turn that off. We're gonna go to a place where we can start the empanadas. You're gonna stuff them.
I guess back there.
Yeah. And you're gonna need your filling, your meat.
I'm gonna wash my hands for the 30th time just to be,
Let's see who's in here watching. G-Boy, what up? Justin Medina, Chino 85, Juan Ganardra, Big Boy TV.
Trying to be COVID friendly right now. Wash my hands.
Gotta stay COVID friendly. Okay, let me do the thing.
So let me ask you, where are we live at?
This is the fun part. We're live on YouTube at Real 92.3 LA.
Oh wow! So we on YouTube right now.
We are YouTube.
Woo!
Okay, so do you have your first tapa?
Yes, I do. Do I gotta take it out the plastic, right?
Take it out of the plastic. This is another trick that my friend Julissa Calderon taught me. So you're gonna start to kind of just massage it from the middle out. Just kind of, masajito. Un masaje. So you could just get a little bit loose.
Like I said, Tita, right? Boy,
okay.
I got me a ringer here. Pati's a ringer.
Do you have, okay, what you need to is a fork.
That's never a problem.
And a little bit of water nearby.
What?
A little bit of water nearby.
Eso de agua, por favor.
Poquitita.
Esto es como un mexicano pizza, huh?
Hey, I made a Mexican pizza the other day. I tried to recreate Taco Bell's Mexican pizza, and it came out way better.
Taco Bell got a Mexican pizza?
Yeah, they've had it for a while, but...
You know, Taco Bell is really good. And, well, I don't know the difference. I'm not Mexican,
okay, wait.
But...
That's why, because look, I made that face because a while ago it got voted the #1 Mexican restaurant in America. And I'm like, hell...
Yeah,
As a
people
Mexican,
think
I
that.
cannot take that.
No, let me tell you something. I know the #1 Mexican restaurant in America. I don't know if they still open. It was in Texas. It was called Mama Memphis.
Mama
When you
Memphis?
get Baby Bash on here, when you get Beach on here, ask him about Mama Memphis in Texas, Houston, Texas.
I'm gonna have
We
to ask.
would stop the tour bus over there just to tear that shit up and then keep going wherever else we was going.
Do you have a
Mama
favorite?
Memphis?
Do you have a favorite Mexican dish that you like or love?
Man, I love it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. You know, you're talking to Fat Joe, man. I couldn't tell you my favorite Puerto Rican dish. I couldn't tell you. I love food. I'm addicted to food. That's the problem.
You're like,
I
I love it. You ready? Do you have your filling?
Yes, I do. Where do I put the water at? Not yet?
No, the water we're gonna put around the rim. So you're gonna get about half a spoon of it. There you go. That you could get probably like one more spoon in there.
Okay.
And you're gonna put it in the center, okay, of the tapa.
I want them to smell what's going on here.
Show them. Show
Smell
them.
what Joe Crack is
Show it
cooking.
off.
Woo!
Okay.
Baby!
You got it in the center?
Un poquito menos. Tú sabes, yo te digo que cuando yo hago. Yo, I used to work in my uncle's bodega, right? I
Yeah.
used to make the sandwiches. And
Uh-huh.
nobody wanted a sandwich from nobody else but Fat Joey.
Then
And
you
my
knew
uncle
what's
be like,
up.
"Ah." And then when I did one day, he was like, "You're giving them too much meat. You're giving them too much meat. Yeah, we're losing money."
Look, it's all about the proportions. So let me see. You don't want to overstuff it because you're gonna close it. So you're gonna bring it together
Yeah, I didn't. ¿Eso mucho también o tú crees?
like
Yeah,
this.
it might be too fat. Hold up.
You can take some out. It's okay. There
I
you
got
go.
it now. I got it.
Now you
This gonna be good with some brown rice, some cauliflower rice.
It's
Yo, that whole, okay, I got it now.
it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so you're gonna grab it like a taco. You're gonna pick it up. You're gonna get one of your fingers like that, like you're doing with the water, and you're gonna around this rim, kind of just add a little bit of water like that on one.
Espérate, tú better,
Now
para
bring it
hacerlo como tú sabes lo que está haciendo.
You can bring it up.
Aunty's acting like she's a professional right now.
There you go. Okay, so you have your fork ready?
Yes.
Okay, so with the fork around the
Mine's
rim.
whipped a little, is that a problem?
What?
Is it a problem if it whipped a little, it has a little hole in it?
It's okay. She could try to pinch it back together. It's okay. Let me
So
start.
do this. I see now the
Like this.
oh man. Yeah,
You start
if
like
I did this for real, I would have like a little TS logo and just hit the joint with the TS yonder just
There's
to have it official.
Did you use the like with the tip? You want to make sure you go around the rim though. So you're creating the little ridges all around the empanada, and it should be closing your empanada together. You see,
My
like
shit
this?
all the
Can you
way
see that?
closed. The
Can you see this?
problem is it's a hole in this thing right here. Oh wow, look.
Do you see? You see my ridges? Now we're gonna turn it around and you're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So you wanna make sure that that locks in really good.
No importa. Okay, nobody cares.
So flip it and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So both sides should look like this. And then you're gonna put that one to the side. You wanna start getting your skillet that you're gonna use to fry them, start heating up your oil.
What I'm gonna do with the skillet?
The one that you're using to fry the empanadas, get that one ready. Start, para que prendan el aceite para freírlas.
Ready? Yeah, we ready, boy. This shit.
You
like
ready? You
way
do your
too
second
late.
one?
Like you talking to the wrong guy. Hey, somos el profesional.
Profesionales aquí.
Here we go right now. I'm gonna make another one just to, you know,
There you
put a
go.
little bit of that culture in there.
Put that culture in the empanadas.
Shout out to the Real 92. Y'all know what it is. The real deal. Joe Crack the Dawn. Making that empanada right now. Big boy. You know, Doc Winters.
Yo, I always mess around with Doc and I call him Doc Winters because Khaled always calls him Doc Winters.
I call him Doc Winters too.
I love it.
Shout out to Doc. I love Doc.
And his head's gonna blow up. Can you tell Doc to send me my money? He's been owing me money for like ever.
Hey, baby, it's COVID.
I got Zelle. He could Zelle, Venmo me.
I know what I did hear him say. You better show them that Bud Light or talk about it.
Yeah, you don't. That's why I mentioned it really, really early on. This was brought to everybody by Bud Light. Thanks to Bud Light, this happened. Look at, you got 2 done already?
Look.
How many you got? Let me see. Okay, so you just want to lay that down.
On the other side.
Yep. You let me know when your oil is ready.
Professional, mamita. Here you go. Look. Oh. More water? Oh,
you know what else you know what else you're gonna need? You're gonna need like maybe like a cookie sheet, and you're gonna want to put a napkin like this, a towel, a napkin like this.
Yeah.
So after we fry them, we're gonna put them here to lay so it could soak up the oil.
So we acting like we're soaking up the oil. That's an ancient Latino trick.
You already know it.
Well, you know we don't fry it the first.
Oh, you already started? You already fried one? Oh my God.
The first one got fried. The first one got fried.
Mine.
Yo, listen.
You beat me. How you beat me? This ain't fair porque le está ayudando.
Over here.
It's because you got help. You got help.
I got a little help here. I got little help. But listen, let me tell you something. This is an amazing experience. Guys out there, you can do this yourself. It's simple. Ayyde taught me how to make empanadas.
Eso.
And I was on out here in these streets.
What is one of your favorite Puerto Rican dishes?
Well, in life, pero un poquito. Okay. No mucho. In life, one of my favorite meals on the earth is octopus, whether it's Puerto Rican or from anywhere. I love pulpo salad. I love octopus. You know, I like different dishes from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Dominican cooking. I love Italian. I love everything. You know, Jamaican, whatever. There's something, you know, when you go to restaurants, you always look for the one good meal in the restaurant. Yeah. Very rare you go to a restaurant that everything's good.
Right.
But there's always something they make that you like, wow, this is it.
That's what I said about food, Joe. That food is just like music. It's universal. It really does connect. It's a language we all speak. We all hungry. We all want to eat.
Would you care to try my first empanada ever made in the history of mankind?
Ozzy, you should. And give us an honest review. Come through and taste it.
There she goes. Look.
Okay. Wait, we can't see you.
Just smile and say hi.
So beautiful. Is she trying it? You got to give us your honest review.
Empanada? You didn't eat it like that. Come on.
Did she try it already? How is it, Joe?
Whoa!
Fire?
Yo, really fire though.
You ready to open up your own restaurant?
Well, I wouldn't say all that, but this is the fire right here. Holy
Joe,
shit.
I have to give you your flowers. You've been in the game with consistency for so many years, doing so much for everybody in the culture. And Ozzy's trying the second empanada. Look at her. See, it was good. Or she's showing it off. You paved the way for a lot of Latinos.
No way these are fat free.
You paved the way for a lot of Latinos, and I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate everything you stand for. Before I let you go, though, looking back throughout your career, looking at a young Flo Joe, what piece of advice would you give your younger self?
Oh my God, I had too. You know, I was. If you keep it real with you, I was involved too much with the street life. You know, before this, and then when I rap, I almost felt like I was the street rapper. So it was a such thing as keeping it too real, and and it hindered me from getting to another level at certain points. I'm sure Snoop Dogg, everybody had that problem.
Of
You
course.
know, so I would tell a young Joe, you know, be careful with your company. You know what I mean? And if you want to get ahead, it's one thing. I just think, you know, the rapper, yeah, you want to look out for your hood, you want to do whatever, but let your boy who's a rapper or your girl, let them grow, and they'll come back to make sure you straight too at another point. So, you know, you gotta be very careful about who you got around you and all that, because in this industry, you know, it seems like a street. It seems like everybody's real, but people could get intimidated if you're walking in with 20 gang members. If you walk in, you know, you actually would be scaring the money away. And so keep mindful of that. Just say, yo, guys, I got you, but, you know, I got to do this. That's what I would tell a young Fat Joe.
That is great advice. And again, I think that that's something that has to be learned through experience and years. But luckily, hopefully, if people are listening, they're going to listen to what you just said and learn from that, you know. Joe, I'm going to let you finish up your empanadas. I thank you so much. And I truly want to congratulate you on all your success, your career. You have so many years ahead of you still. I want to know if that call from Eminem to get you out of retirement worked. Are you considering it? What
Well,
was
I've been
that?
in the studio 4 days in a row listening to beats. So
All right.
and before that, I hadn't been in the studio for like 7 months.
So
So,
it's
you know, Eminem's somebody I obviously look up to. He's one of the greatest of all time. And if he tell me, yo, Joe, you don't need, you know, it ain't time for you to retire yet. You know, I gotta really listen to the GOAT, because Eminem is like somebody I really, really admire lyrically and as an artist. So I'm glad he gave me that call. It's funny, when he called me, I was at my mother's house. It was my father's birthday. And you know, that's how my career started, organically, in my mother and my father's house. So maybe that was a signal.
Hey, it's a full 360. It all came together. I'm happy he made that call. Thank you so much. Fue un
Thank
honor.
you
Un
so
honor.
much for teaching me how to make empanadas. You made my life amazing. My wife gave me the thumbs up.
Oh,
She technically likes my empanada. Is that what you're saying?
did Ozzy like it?
Woo!
There you
likes
go.
it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
And thank your daughter for helping us today, too. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you guys for watching.